Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures: no photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions: please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagwan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti has his 5 phase. Agora Murti has his 5 phase. Vamadeva Murti has his 5 phase. Satyojata Murti has his 5 phase. Ishana Murti has his 5 phase. All these 5 Murtis, 5 phases put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovijian order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, and Nityananda order of monks, nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time-capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nityananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Nityananda Jnanapadati for power of materialization. Let's go to the powerful cognition from Bhagavad Gita Decoded. What exactly happens at the time of leaving the body? We should understand that when a person leaves the body, he goes through the 7 layers of his being. The first and the outermost layer is the physical layer. When the person leaves the body, it creates the tremendous pain in the whole system. What the Upanishads says, like thousands of scorpions stinging at the same time. Please don't think I'm frightening you. I must state the few truths and facts they are. Even though it may hurt, it is better to tell that now. At least we'll have a better prepared for our journey that we are going to take, or that will be forced upon us. Whether we will take it or it will be forced upon us, we don't know, but we must make this journey. Let us at least understand what happens when then there will be tremendous pain at first. We may ask, why pain? It is because of our wants to stay in the body, but the body cannot host the being anymore. There is no need for our being to leave unless the body is completely tired and exhausted. If death starts happening, this means the body is completely exhausted or damaged in natural death. The body is exhausted, so we leave the body. In accident, the body gets damaged. Understand, what pain we experience if we cut our finger half an inch wide while cutting vegetable. What would be the pain be like if we extend the same thing to our 6 feet body? It will be simply torn, is it not? Naturally, there will be tremendous pain, but one thing, there is automatic mechanism in our being to automatic painkiller mechanism. What happens is the moment the pain comes unbearable, we fall into coma. if we fall into coma, we will not experience the pain. But the big problem is that we die in unconsciousness when we die in coma. That is the worst thing, because we remain unaware of why we took this birth, and we will not be able to make the decision about the next birth consciously. That is the reason Krishna says, again and again he says, in whatever state you are, at the time of leaving the body, you will achieve the state without fail. If we are unconscious at the time of leaving the body, we naturally take lower level bodies in our next birth. We come back as beings which do not have high level of consciousness. After these first 4 layers, the 3 inner layer, where all our blissful memories are stored, are called heaven. Even if we are stuck there, we need to move on. Please be very clear. Even our punya metrics are karma. Even that will not allow us to become enlightened. We may feel good, escalated, ecstatic for a few days. After that, our mind takes that also for granted. In the case of heaven also, we will take it for granted after a few days. When you take it for granted, you have to come back to take another body, another birth. Such a powerful cognition that Bhagavan is narrating here. How, if you live unconscious at the time of the death, you will die unconscious in a powerless way. Getting into coma and dying is the worst thing, because you will go to the lower energy again and again. You will have to start from a very low conscious and moving into more and more low conscious energy. If you live in the high conscious energy, when you are leaving, you will not be attached so much, so the pain will not be so much that you can have a deep listening to your body, what is happening, how it is. The consciousness is removed from the body in a very powerful way, and you can decide what kind of a birth you need to have. Will be very high level of consciousness. Now, with this powerful cognition, let's go to the Shastra Pramana for manifesting the power of materialization.
From the Spanda Karika, section 3 of Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4 and 3.5. Yatha hi arto sputo drishta savadhane pichetasi bhuyah sputataro bhati swabalodhyoga bhavitaha तथा यत्परमार्थेन येन यत्र यथा स्थितं तत्तथा बलमाक्रम्य न चिरात् सम्प्रवर्तते.
Beautifully in Spanda Karika, section 3, Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4, 3.5. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, indeed, just as an object which is in spite of all the attentiveness of the mind is perceived and seen indistinctly at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and clearly when observed with the strength of one's visual powers. Bhagavan beautifully says how if you live with a position of attachment, you're going to have a very difficult death, falling unconsciously. How he says every night we are going to sleep unconsciously. If you consciously enter into sleep and the deep sleep, it is samadhi. When you unconsciously enter into sleep and deep sleep, it is only dream and sleep state. The powerless space does not expand us. When we powerfully enter all these states without the possession of all the things that we are the mind, we are the body. If we start living the higher consciousness, we'll be able to go into the next level. Here, the Chettiar in Mylapore temple had a girl child, Pumbambai, and she was so much in love with Jnana Sambandar, she wanted to marry him. And one day she was bitten by a snake when she went to the garden to pluck flowers. Chettiar then just cremated her and took the ash and kept it in a pot. When Jnana Sambandar came, he gave the pot telling him the story. Jnana Sambandar just sang hymn on Shiva, Lord Shiva, and simply from the ash, she became a human being and she lived. And Jnana Sambandar beautifully said, because I've given now life to you, I am like your father. Now you dedicate your life for Sadashiva as Rudrakanya. Such was the power of the humans, how they lived. They were not scared of death. They did not fear of death, but they knew the signs of death. How, if they live in the higher consciousness, they can even manifest and revive people from death, was the way we existed. But for that, to understand the higher reality happens, extreme manifestation happens with the extreme causing, enriching, the dedication that we need to have integrity, authenticity, and responsibility, and enriching and causing that I am Paramashiva continuously, unbrokenly in action, word, and thought. If we live, then the time of enlightenment, we know that we are Paramashiva, we are not the body, we are not the objects that we are possessing or the people or the security. Simply, we will be able to see our death happen like a movie in front of us, and we'll be totally unclutched, and we'll be liberated by Paramashiva Ganas. Simply, he himself will send and come to liberate us. The very important part, living in the higher state of consciousness, understanding that death is not for just this life and it ends, understanding that whatever we are doing, unbroken, continuous, breaking the mind to have thoughts as the reality, but understanding we can live as existential reality, manifesting all the things that we want simply by connecting to Bhagavan. Life every minute is a manifestation. He himself, Paramashiva himself, is manifesting as walking, talking, eating, sleeping, everything. If we consciously start living with Paramashiva to experience everything, we'll be in such a deep oneness and simply manifesting that as our ultimate powers. With the Shastra Pramana, let's go to the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana from Agastya Padalgal. So it's the poem, 637th poem, 9th Khandam. To power or to materialize lead to gold. Agastya has clearly given detail how we can make lead to gold. Say Agastya in the book, Agatyar Periya Puranam gives the alchemical transformation procedure of brass to gold. The poetry states gives a clear procedure of how the process is done. Some part of this process is also mentioned in the 637th poem, 9th Khandam, of another book written by him, Agatyar 12,000. So powerful, not only they manifested, they made a manual out of how to make brass into gold. Let's go to the Atma Pramana. Atma Pramanas where Bhagavan's Leela. He went to Himalayas and found a Naga sadhu who's sitting there. He was first afraid because of the stories that he heard about the Naga sadhu who used to be so violent. And he was sitting there and seen him very calm and very happy, and he went and sat next. Naga sadhu was inhaling ganja. He thought of getting up and going away, but he said to sit down. He put few copper coins, put the ganja, smoked, and after that he emptied it. The coins became gold. Not one time, two times, 10 times it happened. 3 days, Bhagavan stayed with this Naga sadhu to understand the alchemy and said, I want bliss, I want bliss. When Naga sadhu just blowed on his face, simply he was experienced the bliss for 3 days. And so beautiful, he heard Naga sadhu say, Angam Parta Tangam Parkom. If your inner space, inner energy from low energy raises to higher energy, you will manifest gold in anything. So beautiful, the Apta Pramana, Atma Pramana, all are giving us the higher reality, how we can exist not by working and going to job, getting certificate, working hard, putting in stocks, but simply doing the inner work, inner engineering, and starting to live the higher reality. Just declaring and connecting to Paramashiva as your space simply will manifest any reality, any powers. Let's go to the Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramana for manifesting power of materialization led to gold. You can see in the plate, Maida from Sweden has said very clearly that she was able to see kumkum pictures which had the sparkles of gold dust on it. So beautiful. Now let's go to the instruction of manifesting the power of the materialization and go to Pratyaksha Pramana to understand.
We will now begin the Pratyaksha Pramana, scientific studies on the avatar. Vedic science declares experientially that all aspects of the universe are consciousness. Matter is simply projected consciousness. Pure consciousness pervades everything, being potential with the bursting force of subtle vibration, spanda, quality of Shiva, until there is an emergent manifestation of the energy which is called Shakti. The supreme pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam. It is important to realize that Sri Nityananda Paramashivam is the only avatar who has agreed to be scientifically evaluated, both in terms of his own body as well as the changes he brings about in other beings. However, it is astonishing to note that his avataric attributes and powers are exactly as defined by the 5,000 years old Hindu yogic science, after extensive observation and study. Now it is being tested and proven by modern science also. So now, let us take a look at how these scientific studies present the measuring effects of being in the enlightenment state through the very imaging brain activity of Bhagwan himself, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam, who we lovingly address as Swamiji. Swamiji himself has been the subject of scientific studies since 2004, and over the past decade, an enormous amount of data about not only his altered states of neurophysiology, but that of his disciples as well, has continued to be recorded. This impressive array of data will be presented systematically now as the Pratyaksha Pramana. In 2004, a team of scientists led by Dr. Murali Krishna MD, President, Integris Mental Health Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, USA, conducted a series of state-of-the-art tests, including a PET scan, to study Swamiji's neurological system. Using the advanced technology of positron emission tomography, or PET scan, the activity of Swamiji's brain in the state of samadhi was studied in details. There was a significant enhancement in activity of the lower portion of the mesial frontal area of the cerebral cortex. This region is the starting point of the Anya chakra, or what we call as the third eye, and connects to the limbic system and rest of the cerebral cortex. At the same time, the rest of the cerebral cortex was in the complete state of rest. So now let us take a look at the imaging brain activity. The very results of Swamiji's PET scan test were stunning. The dominant hemisphere of Swamiji's brain was more than 90% shut down. It was as if Swamiji's brain had packed and gone on vacation. It was quiet and still, completely at peace, and Swami had made it at will. The region, which is the starting point of the Anya chakra, or the third eye, the lower portion of its mesial frontal area, lighted up in a very significant way. When we later asked Swami, what was he doing when the mesial frontal lobes lighten up? And he said he was opening his third eye. The third eye is considered by many to be the seat of the soul. Were we seeing an indication that deep meditation can open an area of the brain responsible for communicating with the divine, looking deep into the mysteries of self or creation? The PET scan revealed what Dr. Murali calls the brain D spot, standing for delight, the divine, or even dopamine, the chemical through which our bodies experience pleasure. Initial indications are that meditation can stimulate it. Source of this research in details can be studied and found in the Avatar Shastra, Chapter 1, Introduction, page 47. Science now shows and knows that both the electrons which spin in the energy field located around the nucleus of the atom and the nucleus itself are made up of nothing more than the oscillating energy grids. Solid matter, in the strict construction of the term, simply does not exist. Source is Project Stargate under Consciousness and Energy. Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam not only demonstrates all attributions and power of an avatar, but has also successfully transmitted many of them to thousands of disciples through the simple process of initiation or entanglement. Swamiji is the bridge between the invisible, ancient world of mysticism and the modern, visible world of science and discovery.
Power, materialization. Power 17. Power to materialize lead to gold. Setting up. Before entering into the power manifestation process, please ensure to have the following with you. Number 1, a camera with timestamp. Number 2, Jnananjana. Number 3, lead or any other metal, copper, penny, silver. Now please take a few moments to set up your camera. Step number 1, download Timestamp app. Step number 2, click on video. Step number 3, ensure that time is shown on screen. Step number 4, make sure the camera is facing you. Please take a few minutes to set it up. Guidelines. Setup. Place your metal object or coin in front of you. Focus your camera on the object. Number 1. If you have Jnananjana, apply it between your eyebrows. If you do not, bring your awareness to your eyebrow center. Number 2. Wash and wipe the lead or metal, silver coin, copper penny, or nickel. Number 3. Sit in a comfortable position with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line and connect to a receiving space of gratitude. Start. Turn on the video recording focused on the metal object in front of you. Number 4. Now, make a request to Paramashiva to manifest the materialization of metals, lead, to gold. Be free of any expectations so you can witness and enjoy this alchemy. Number 5. Sit for 21 minutes unclutching, zero thought, during the continuous chanting of the Mahavakya. Number 6. Continue to gently focus your awareness between the eyebrows. Number 7. When the Mahavakya ends, take a close look at the metal object for materialization to gold and bring the object close to the camera to record the manifestation. Number 8. Celebrate the materialization. Let us now listen to the spiritual guidelines.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva, sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hence, sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence. The Shaktipada makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate?
It's a constant reminders. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes these external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. You need to understand one more thing. This technique of be unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not
even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya, pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection so they start manifesting the powers? they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea-based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like, for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye. Again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone. Nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. 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 Paramashivoham. Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Verification process. Please ensure to thoroughly verify the following. Number 1. Verify that the time and date stamp appear on your video. Number 2. Verify that your video has a wide angle, horizontal view, and that your metal object is in clear full view. Number 3. Verify that you have not edited your video in any way and that the camera has not moved. Number 4. Verify that your video recording is continuous, without stopping and restarting during the manifestation process. Number 5. Verify the lead or metal object has materialized to gold physically before you on its own. Now that the verification process is complete, the next instructions will show you where to upload and share your video. Thank you so much for your participation.
We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity, Bhagavan says. The quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra. Thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Parameshivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnanapaddhati, Nityananda Jnanapaddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham